Hey guys, I'm finally able to film this video during daytime and also with a normal tone because I'm finally alone here. And so I wanted to talk about confidence today because if you've never watched my channel, you may not know that I just finished a master's degree. And what that implies is that I did a master's thesis. And here's the thing, here's the thing. Confidence is not something that, fits. I don't know, like if you're confident, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're confident in all aspects of your life. Like you can be confident, I don't know, maybe you're really skilled at something and you're confident when it comes to that. But maybe, I don't know if you've never cooked or if you're like new at cooking or whatever, like for instance, I don't know how to cook. Or like if you're new to like driving or whatever, of course you're not confident because you're not really used to doing that. And you know what I mean? Like confidence is not something that you're going to be in all aspects of your life. And but in the academic sense, I was confident, but it wasn't always the case. I had been pretty much confident all my life until the first semester of college. That's when I lost all of my confidence. Like I thought I was dumb. I thought I didn't understand anything. I thought I was going to fail every subject. Nobody was really nervous. I was the only one who was nervous and worrying about everything. I ended up getting good grades and stuff, but I worked my ass off. Like I was doing everything that I could, everything that was in my hand to not fail. And it was hard because there was this one professor in this one subject, the first semester, that I don't know, I worked my ass off more than in any other subject I've ever done. And I passed with 50%. I don't know, in my country we pass if we get 50%. And because I'm from Spain. And I don't know, the fact that I got such a low grade and everybody was getting such low grades, and the fact that that professor was so, I don't know, he made us feel like the subject was not hard, but he made it harder than it was. So it made a lot of us think that we were stupid when really we looked at, we compare the subject to others, and it's like, it's not even, we don't even have to study as much as for other subjects. It's not even that complicated. Like we've done harder math in other subjects. Like why is this so hard? So it makes you kind of feel like you're dumb at times. And that confidence, like all of the confidence that I lost, I had graduated high school with honors. Like I thought I was the dumbest person on earth. And it was really hard. I don't know how long it took, maybe like a year and a half or whatever, to think like, okay, like I'm a good student. I can do things. Like if I study, I can pass a subject and I can get a good grade and whatever. Like it was so hard for me. It took me so long. Like the second semester, I was crushed. I was like, I'm so dumb. I don't understand anything. I feel like I have to study everything a million times. Like, how am I going to memorize this? Like, I literally thought I couldn't do it, and it caused so much anxiety with me. And I think it was at the end of the school year when, I have never, I've never really failed a subject ever in my life. And so, because I hadn't failed any subjects, even the hardest ones in the degree, like when I was finishing it and when I finished it, and then I ended up, what's it called? I ended up being the valedictorian for my degree. So not only did I not fail any subject, but I was also the highest grade out of everybody who was studying, because I did business. So everybody in the business major and in the business bachelor's, like, I was the highest grade. And I don't know, it took a while. You know what I mean? Like it's easy to say, but I was like, I couldn't believe that was me. You know what I mean? Like, and part of it was like, I can believe that I was the valedictorian because I worked my ass off, and I'm pretty sure I worked my ass off more than everyone else because I was so stressed and I literally gave up all of my hobbies, including this, to do it. But I still was like, how did I get it? You know what I mean? Like I was struggling so much, and I felt so dumb. Why did I get it? You know what I mean? Like it I did have confidence in the end, enough to be like, yeah, I did that. I was the one that got the highest grade, and I deserve it, because I worked really hard, and of course I got the highest grade. You know what I mean? Like that was, being the valedictorian kind of was like a reassuring thing for me. Like I had already gotten confidence, but it was like a reassuring thing. And now in the master's degree, I still did not fail any subjects. However, the master's thesis, I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's because I procrastinate a lot. I don't know if it's because I had a crush on a guy and I couldn't stop thinking about him. I don't know if it was because I was just sick and tired and I was just so done with school. Like maybe it was just a bunch of things, and maybe I was just tired, maybe I was just burnt out, and it was really hard for me to get myself to focus doing the master's dissertation. And on top of that, I feel like there was this like miscommunication between me and the professor. I felt like he explained things to me. He was like, okay, this is the next chapter you're gonna do it like this and like that. And I took notes and I did exactly what he said and what I understood that he said. I mean, I thought it was pretty straightforward. Do you have any doubts? No, I don't have any doubts. And I would do it as I understood, and then he would ask me to do each chapter that I did again. Like every chapter I did, I had to do it twice, except for like one, I think. And there was 2 or 3 chapters that I had to do 3 times, 3 goddamn times. So that was making me doubt everything, because I was like, how is it possible that I was like the valedictorian? I'd never failed a subject. I don't consider myself dumb at all. I'm not saying I'm like super like prodigious or whatever you call it. Like I'm not saying I'm a genius or whatever. Like I think I have a normal IQ, but I was like, how is it possible that I'm doing this so badly? Like I don't think I'm dumb. Like I think I've proved to myself that I'm not dumb. Like it's either me or this man. I don't understand. I just believe that there was a miscommunication thing. You know what I mean? I didn't have this with my bachelor's dissertation professor, and I think it was miscommunication, but it did take a toll on my confidence, because I felt like everything that I was doing it wrong. And so when I presented the dissertation, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be that confident. Like I obviously studied everything. I took notes of my dissertation, like the most important things, and I made sure I was understanding everything, and I was able to explain it like everything. Like I wanted to make sure that I understood every single concept, and I studied it, and I studied the presentation. And as I was presenting, I don't know if I talked about this, because I made a video the exact same day that I did the presentation, so I'm gonna link it somewhere here. And I remember as I was presenting, I don't know if it's because like the professors that were listening to me were taking notes or whatever, and they were not looking at me, or maybe it was all of that, what I just told you guys. Like maybe it was like a mixture of everything. I was like, I don't know. I was feeling kind of off. I was like, I don't know. I wasn't that confident. I was kind of forgetting what I was about to say, because they were not really, it felt as though they were not listening to me. They were also like, you were not looking at us. And I was like, if you're not looking at me, how do you expect me to look at you guys? So I was looking at the screen. I wasn't reading anything, but I was looking at the screen. Maybe I was looking at the window. Maybe I was looking at an object. I don't know. Like, how do you want me to look at you if you're not making this eye contact with me? How do you want me to do that? It's really awkward. So I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. Why are you expecting that from me? And the presentation ended up turning out well. Like I ended up getting a good grade. My professor, my tutor, contacted me. He was like, hey, what grade did you get? What questions did they ask you? Whatever. And I answered, they asked me this and that, and I got this grade and whatever. And then he congratulated me for finishing my master's, which I really appreciate. I don't think all tutors have done that to other students, or maybe they do. I don't know. Maybe it's a protocol thing. I don't care. But he was nice. The thing is, like, I don't know. I think there was this miscommunication. I just don't understand why things were so hard for me to do. Like obviously, like there were times where, because of all the things that happened, like the guy I had a crush on, and then me being mentally tired from studying and whatever, like and maybe, I don't know if I have ADHD or whatever, but it's always really hard to do something when you don't really want to do it. Like I'm not doing it for the fun of it. You know what I mean? Like I want to do it. I wanted to do it because I wanted to finish my master's degree. That's why I, started it. I wanted to finish it. But I don't know, it was just so hard for me to focus in. And as I was doing things, I was not really there. And I think that's what really, I think that's kind of what did that. I feel a little bit bad because probably my tutor thought that I was an idiot. I get the feeling he thought I was an idiot, when really I don't know. I don't think I showed him the best like version of myself. And that, not that I care too much about it. It doesn't like, you know what I mean? Like I don't lose sleep over that. What the fuck happened? I don't lose sleep over that, but like, I don't know, I kind of wanted to, I don't know, like if he found out that I was a valedictorian, he would be like, that idiot was the valedictorian. Then how about the rest of the, the students, you know what I mean? Like she's the smartest one. I don't want to see the stupidest one. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I gave him a good like impression of me, or a good first impression of me. I don't know. And so yeah, it ended up, as I was doing it, I was like, this is probably kind of making me question my worth as a student, or like my intellect or whatever. But I was like, no, I mean, this shouldn't kill my confidence. Like, I could just, I know who I am, and I think I proved to myself that I'm smart and that I can do this and that I can do that. But it did take a bit of a toll. It didn't make me lose all of my confidence, but it did take a bit of a toll, because I was not too confident as I was presenting. And I was a little bit nervous about what they were gonna ask. I was like, I don't feel like you know what I mean? Like, I subconsciously thought that I wasn't like fully ready. Like, I wasn't fully, I mean, I knew that I was gonna pass, but like, because I had done good enough a job, yeah. But I don't know. I felt like I had done things like better. You know what I mean? Like, I had done better other times. And it's also because I'm going to start a PhD next month. Yeah, next month. And it kind of has made me think, maybe I can't do this. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not smart enough. Maybe I'm not going to do it well. Maybe I'm going to be lost. Maybe I'm not going to be polishing things enough. I don't know. I mean, I have two directors, so like, they're going to, what the name says, they're going to direct me, and I have been a good student, and that's why they've trusted me to do this, and that's why they offered me this, because they have been my professors and they believed that I could do it well. But and I don't want to think too much about this. I feel like I'm gonna end up doing a good job, but I don't know. It does take a toll. It does kill your confidence a little bit, and you have to rebuild it back. I have to keep doing things. I'm gonna do what I can in the PhD, and I'm gonna have to prove to myself that I can do this well. I have to prove to myself, you're good enough for this, and yeah. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to say today. I'm gonna make the video in Spanish now, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I'm sorry, I just wanted to mention, like, the moral of this video is, you can lose confidence, and it's really easy to lose all of your confidence. It's really easy. Somebody can come along and make you feel like you're stupid, or something can happen. You can fuck up, you can make a mistake, and you can be like, oh my God, I thought I was smart. And they can crush all of your confidence, and then you don't believe in yourself at all. And it's gonna be hard. It's gonna take a long time for you to believe in yourself again. But the important thing is that you keep working on it. You keep building this confidence back. And you have to also look back at the things that you've done, that you proved to yourself, that made you confident at first. And it's like, okay, I've been doing these things, and then I'm continuing to do this. Like, I am good at this. You know what I mean? Like, I can do this. So yeah, I feel like the conclusion was a little bit messy. So I'll see you next time. Bye.